This is Right Side Trader. Today is January 31st, 2025, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to the chart and see what we see on this quarterly chart. Let me just go ahead and maximize it and resize this. And what I see here on this quarterly chart, I still see green. We're still above the yearly, pivot point. We're still above that previous quarter body, and we're looking like we're trying to form a doji up here. And but this is the Russell. The Russell is a slow mover. It doesn't move and go anywhere too fast, but that's what I see there. Let's go down to this monthly chart and see what we see on this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, I see that we did try to come up, on this quarter back above pivot. That's a strong looking move on the Russell, although we probably didn't move that much. We're still hanging out there. We're still fighting this whole supply candle here from last month, but we are above the 9-10 moving average, so we're still kind of like in a bull market. But it's a cautious. It's a bull market. It is what it is. It's still a bull market since we're above the 9-10 moving average, but we are below pivot. The thing is, can we get a close above this pivot, and then see can we go actually higher to maybe an R1 level? But like I said last week, I said the Russell not until maybe next month or maybe next quarter. The way it is. It took it all year last year in order to make its all-time highs. So let's see what happens in the next couple of quarters with the Russell. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there on this weekly chart. Let me zoom in here. Again, we had that couple of weeks ago. We had this Pearson pattern. We did have a gap up, and on this weekly view, and looking like it wanted to go higher, but then this week we ended up forming a doji. This is almost like kind of like when you start getting the evening star and all, but this red candle here is just another doji, You can have multiple dojis up here before this thing actually roll over. But we're going to be starting up next month. These are monthly pivots on this weekly chart. We're going to be opening up above pivot, so that's a good sign. And that good sign, the thing is that what we'll be looking for on this weekly picture to see if we can break these highs right here. When I say these highs right here, it's just these highs here. Can we break that, come next month with R1 being up here, coming up with the monthly pivots, and we're going to be opening above the central pivot line. So it looks like it can be, and we still are above these are the 50 and the 200, 50 and the 200. We're still above those, so we're still doing good. The whole thing is that we're fighting the supply, so it's going to be slow getting up, so breaking this, then it's going to be trying to again getting above this R1 come next month. That's the closest goal. Well, closest goal is getting above these highs and then getting up to R1 here on the Russell on this weekly picture is what I see that needs to happen before we come back down here and kiss the 50 again, So that's what I see there. But let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart, the daily noise, and see what's happening there, and wrap this on up on the daily noise. Zoom in a little bit here, zoom in a little bit here, and what we see is this thing is going sideways. The Russell has gotten into its little pattern where it likes doing this. It gets where it's stuck in a range, and it's usually about a $10 range, and as you can see, it's pretty close to that, but a little tighter, because it didn't go. It's gone up to about 230 and only down to 223. So that's a little tighter range for this past couple of weeks that it's gotten up in. The thing is, so now we're going to be looking, will it break the bottom of this range or will it break the top of this range? To see if it's going to actually be going higher or going lower. But that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share here on the Russell 2000. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. This is a Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Bye.